because it solidifies you as a, you know, not the fact that you just place in this and X and Y tournament, but the fact that you overall as a player are ranked this and that. Anyways,
yeah, for sure.
We are moving on. noeL, Phazon. We saw Phazon do great things with Gauntlets against Kui's guitars. Will he be able to do the same against noeL's?
Let's see what the first weapon. It's going to be sword that he picks up. So he's going to be doing sword against noeL here. We aren't going to see the gauntlets just yet. I would be worried about Phazon's strings against noeL and Phazon's off stage against noeL. I think despite how well Kui played and how good of a player he is, I don't think Phazon's going to be able to get away with as many things against noeL as he was against Kui. There's a nice ground pound. noeL is going to disengage, go to the other side. Phazon's going to do his best to try and get over there as quick as he possibly can. He threw out that downlight the other direction. I think he wanted to be off stage and was probably trying to fast fall a down air. But Phazon's going to be able to pick up the neutral signature just like we saw him do against Kui, just like we saw him do it multiple times yesterday, and picks up that neutral signature for the kill. Has a nice lead against noeL.
Yep. And noeL so far showing not what I expect noeL to show. However, it is early into the match. Phazon, back to the... Oh, dude, it's just so weird seeing Phazon on this Val. It still baffles me a bit because it's like old Phazon coming back, but updated. The firmware is updated, the hardware is new, the software is new. You know, like everything is evolved, and then he goes back onto it. It's just, I really like Phazon's Val, man.
It's like when you get an old muscle car that you found. It's not in terrible shape, but you put a new engine in it and you slap a new coat of paint on it. It's still mostly the same car, but it's faster.
Man, it's
it turns better.
I know you're
the
old.
Tires are nicer. It's prettier. That's Phazon now. Like, he's not a completely different player than what we used to see. He still has shades of the old Phazon. He still makes plays like the old Phazon. It's just maybe the out-of-date features that are in an older car. You put in air conditioning. You put some nice tires on there. You can slap a turbocharger on that bad boy. And that's Phazon in 2019.
I love that, but I feel like you should use a computer as an example because who cares about cars anymore?
Ooh, you're talking to the wrong guy when you say something like that.
Oh no!
You're more worried about gigabits and teraflops. That's because you're just a nerd. I'm not a nerd, and I'm not a weeb. I think Daiku's monitor is still having trouble again today. Maybe you need to get some new computer parts, Daiku, because you're the one having trouble here. Maybe you're right not caring about cars because you're having computer issues today. But Phazon's not having very many issues right now. The D-light is going to drop. I think it was just on the corner. Even though the soft platform was there, he wasn't able to get the side air follow-up. You see the side signature off the edge of the stage. We've seen that multiple times. He does have quite a bit of a lead 3 minutes into this game so far. Nice spot dodge from noeL. Gets the signature right after that. Waits just long enough for a move to come out from Phazon that he can punish immediately. noeL not far behind, hardly at all right now. Picks up the guitars. There's the neutral light. He does the neutral light into wait. He doesn't immediately go into a recovery. Doesn't go into a down light. He wants to get the dodge out from Phazon. Threw out a neutral light there and then immediately goes for the follow-up. So he's switching his mix-ups. He's switching what he does after. He's switching up his pacing too. He dodges into the wall. That's going to take away his invincibility frames. Once he touches the wall immediately, Phazon's going to find the ground pound, and that is the kill. Going in here to game 2, Phazon is up a game. Very solid win, and it's looking like the momentum that he carried over from the Kui game is still holding strong. It's not like a semi-truck going downhill where you're picking up that speed, then you get to the bottom and you start to lose a little bit of that speed, and then you go uphill and you start to really lose that speed while that big engine, that heavy payload that you're bringing is starting to chug along. It's a train, and it's hard to stop a train. Once it gets going, it's very difficult to stop a train. There's the recovery coming out from Phazon. Almost picks up the neutral light. noeL controlling kind of the ground here, punishing Phazon on landing. There's the side light, there's the D-light, and the wait goes for the side light, D-light again. noeL starting to pull ahead just a little bit, starting to really control where Phazon is.
Yep. And once again, man, the heat of this gameplay, the heat of NA keeps breaking monitors. My second one blew up now. Why are these players doing this to me?
They just don't want you to see, man. They don't want you to see what they got in store for the future when you're going to be going up against them in bracket.
Yeah.
They want to hold on to those things. They want to black out that monitor. You're not allowed to see. That's the FBI coming in saying, no, we need to keep having NA winning these lanes. We can't give Daiku everything that they have.
NA has always been a step ahead, and that is another mind game. Anyways, talking about mind games, Faison always hitting these neutral sticks on Val, man.
Oh, he hit another one on the edge. Gravity cancel. Who does that? He also placed it really well. Like, he made sure he was looking to the right, so he was able to swipe against the wall and then turn it around, send the other direction, closer to the blast zone. There's the D-Light. There's the Nair into the recovery off of the bounce.
Seriously, Phazon's consistency with these Gauntlet combos have been actually very incredible. They are close to Sandstorm fashion how consistent he is. However, noeL using that exhausted recovery to get that KO. Both players equal. The match couldn't honestly be closer.
And it's actually a really long match. Like, we're coming in to 2 minutes. Even though Faison was able to pick up that strength, probably put out 35 to 40 damage with that, like, we're 2 minutes into this game, and both players just died for the first time.
These players are just showing neutral. We saw that because Faison against Kui pretty much out-neutraled him, played the more methodical, more understanding game.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, wow.
And that's
Faison.
That's a 25-second kill.
It's like, it's hard to explain, dude. These, so, when it comes to higher consistency players, you'll have this incredible neutral game happen where it's more hit after hit and then reset to neutral all around. But these high level players, when they see the opportunity, they will straight up rush for it and get that finisher, get that closure when they manage to see the potential for it. That is something that you don't see from the top 16 players, the top 32 players. This is more of a higher echelon type of thing.
There's the sideline, and he waits on this one. Doesn't go for the recovery. That time, he does go for the sideline immediately into the recovery. Finds the side air. He goes for the gravity cancel D-Light. Probably was going to follow that up either with a recovery or a Nair. We've seen him use a lot of GC D-Light Nairs.
Faison is such a great lead. Trying to use that down stick. I love how he's just mixing it up.
Yeah, if noeL didn't gravity cancel his signature, he would have gotten hit by that.
Yep.
Look at this lead that Faison has right now, man.
noeL barely getting away from it. Yeah, so I love how Faison is keeping it as well. Doesn't like right there, he didn't instantly edge guard him. The moment noeL went off, he didn't like actually contest him at the. Oh, doesn't matter. He didn't straight up contest him because he knows that if he does mess up by any chance, he's gonna die. Like almost 10 out of 10 times. So what happens is he goes more for the damage and just try to get as sizable a lead as he can so that he can just finish it on the next stock. Faison up 2-0 against noeL. Seriously well played.
And something that's really impressive coming out from Phazon that game is we had a 2-minute first stock. Then we had a 25-second second stock. And then we had like a minute to a minute and a half third stock. So that's drastically different pacing every single stock that noeL has to deal with. And it's not even just like slow, faster, fastest. It's very slow, very fast, and then medium speed.
Do you see?
So not only is it variable speed, he's varying it in a different order than one might expect.
Do you see this pick?
Yeah, he's switching to the Val. He's going Val to Val against Faison, who has probably spent more time on Val. I didn't happen to catch
way
noeL's
more
character
time.
level.
noeL has been messing around with Val for like, I think it's 2.5 months-ish. Where he's just practicing it because he just wants to find new legends all the time, specifically legends that have sword at least. And he has been working on it, but the Gauntlet mirror is one of the tougher mirrors in the game to understand. And honestly, picking Gauntlets against someone that has played a lot of Gauntlets is close to a death sentence in my opinion.
Now I think we saw him pull this out at Winter Champs, if I'm not mistaken, because I'm very familiar with this skin setup. And I feel like no one else has really used this recently but noeL. So I think we saw this in Winter Championships.
I think this is more of a pressure pick from noeL, honestly, to just see how he fares with Val for the future.
Not looking great so far against Faison, at least.
It's not necessarily against Faison, yeah, but I think he generally did pick this to see how would his Val do if he ever did try and use it. And
did you see that? The side light into the GC side sig, the other way. That's classic Addy right there.
Yep. Phazon, like I said, it's oh boy.
What a dodge up. What a chase dodge up. Oh, what a punish as well.
That was Wrench's dodge pattern, where he gets that hit off stage and then does the chase dodge forward, chase dodge down, and then instantly jumps up, cancels his down momentum, and then goes for a side air, pretty much threatening noeL and saying, you should dodge right now. noeL does something, and then Faison reacts into it. That is such a high-pressure power play, and it freaks people out. And Faison seriously is upgraded. This is Faison, not even 2.0, this is Faison 3.0.
This is the new series of Phazon graphics cards. He's not coming in with the 1080 Ti. He's coming in with the 2080 Ti. Oh, what a ground pound. That's going to be a 2-stock.
Faison taking it 3-0 against noeL. Moves forward into the bracket, showing that